I want to talk about Shoo Shoo.
Okay, so we're gonna start
Oh,
at
you
shoo
want
shoo
you
then.
want to wait till you get through the match?
No, we start at shoo shoo. I can tell you what I see, and then you know what I mean. We feed.
All right, so man, look, here's the thing, man. A lot of people was calling Shoo Shoo not quite chippy, but lunchable. He's like a lunchable, they say.
So pita bread.
Right. Not quite there. But maybe, maybe I'm tripping. Bro, I like Shoo Shoo, bro. I
Uh huh.
think Shoo Shoo do his thing, bro. I don't think he's the crispiest chicken in the box. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I think Shoo Shoo cool, bro. Like I like his game. He got game. He got patience. He stick to his script. Um um he's consistent with what he does in the ring. You
Hmm.
feel me? Um you don't gotta tell him to go to the body. You don't gotta tell him to work his jab. You
Mm.
don't got like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I like his feet. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I like Shoo Shoo, bro. What you think?
Well, from all right. First, I'm gonna go from what I know about shoo shoo. Believe it or not, Bang, I met shoo shoo in 2011. I was fighting in New York, and it was this little kid. He was just yelling. I just keep hearing this little kid yell, right? So when I get out the ring, he was like, "Yo, you did your thing, man. I know you ain't get the win, but you did your thing." He was like, he probably was like 11 years old.
Right,
So I took a picture with him and everything. So his dad, I'm gonna tell you why I'm telling this story. His dad was like, "Yo, I want you to take something with you." So he said, "Walk me to the car." So I go to the car. He pulled out a poster. Right, he had this big poster. It was Shoo Shoo with a bunch of fighters. Pacquiao, AB was on there. Roy Jones, Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So quickly, I realized his father was invested in his son. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But this is without me even seeing this kid. I never seen him. I didn't know nothing about him. Now, Now, fast forward a little bit, I start hearing about him in the amateurs. And I'm like, oh, that's the little kid from New York. I remember that little guy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, Good boxer, really good boxer, good speed, good decision making. Um, Sometimes he could be a killer depending on who he in there with.
Right.
What I think people are expecting is, I hope I'm saying this right. What I think people is expecting from Shoo Shoo is these big performances, these big knockout performances. Because early in his career, he caused some vicious knockouts. But a lot of people don't understand going up the totem pole. As you go up that totem pole, these guys get better. They get tougher. They bring a little bit more to the table each time. So I think fast forward to now, what's his record? What he about 15-0?
Something like that.
So let's
No,
look
no,
at it
no,
like
no,
this.
no. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more than that, but he around them teens, them high teens.
Okay, so I think people are talking the way they talking about Shushu because they expected more, not
Right.
realizing, not realizing he was like a fight shy of being an Olympian. So they know his skill set is really high, but I think the way he talk and the way he carry himself, which he was bred to be like that. He's a showman and he's media ready. You know what I'm saying? 16-0, 9 knockouts. So I was one fight off. So he's 16-0. I think what people what people are expecting from him is that he put on these big crazy performances, but the truth is he's still learning.
Right.
He's still
But
learning.
he like 29, 28.
I'm gonna tell you what he learning. He not learning how to fight. He learning how to be a professional fighter. It's the difference because you go from the scoring game to now the hurt business.
Right.
Shushu Carrington is in the hurt business now, and that
Right.
part that may be where he's lacking because he's a smarter fighter than usual, meaning he's not your average guy when it comes to IQ. He could think in the
Right.
ring. You know what I'm saying? And he a hard worker. He gonna do what he gotta do to get ready for the fights. The problem is he not gonna go out there and try to kill everything if he don't feel it.
Right, right, right,
Now, what I'm watching right now, the African kid that he was in the ring with was also undefeated and also a thinker. Now, he didn't have the athleticism of a Shushu, but he was built for the rounds. He wasn't
right,
coming to lose. You know what I'm
right,
saying? He was trying to get Shushu to fight with him. Shushu wasn't doing that. He was boxing him. But I think what got everybody caught up on Shushu and not paying attention, he's been calling out some big names.
right,
When you call out them big names, people automatically put the magnifying glass on you and they say, well, what is it about you that you think you could be in there with a Cool Boy Fulton
right,
or Shaqy Foster or Espinosa? What is it?
right,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the skill set. He know he can think with these guys. The problem is he hasn't had that fight to give him the confidence to really believe he can step on these guys. I think he believe he can win because he can fight, but he ain't put that performance on yet to really let himself know. All right, for instance, remember when Tank fought Pedraza?
right,
Remember how Tank was saying, damn, I kind of felt like Floyd and him was trying to get me out the way. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Got me fighting a big undefeated guy.
right,
Tank going there and stopping though. You know what
right,
that does to his confidence?
right, right.
You know
Through
what
the
I'm
roof.
saying? Shushu, he ain't been there yet because Shushu is a thinker.
Right,
Shushu going to think his way through 12 rounds. And that's what I'm watching right now. He putting on a boxing clinic. He is boxing. He do look good. But the big knockout, I'm not expecting because he in there with a guy that's not trying to go. You feel me?
right,
Now, if we being critical, the last guy to give him a hard time before this was another African fighter.
right,
Maybe
right,
they should keep Shushu away from the African fighters when they're trying to put on a show.
right, 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 right,
You know what I'm saying? I believe in the kid. I think he could fight. I think he got great skills. I feel like you feel. The problem is, I think he bit off more than he could chew with the conversation he be giving up. He be talking like he know what's up when he ain't been there yet because this is the hurt business.
right, right,
And
right,
he trying his best not to get hurt. He's staying sharp, but it ain't what the fans want. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at him, but I can't be mad at the fans because again, there's a race going on right now for the King of New York. And right now, to me, Richardson Hitchens is the King of New York. But everybody from New York is claiming King of New York. But he's the only one as of lately to put on a show
I
from
know
New
who
York.
ain't the king. I know who ain't the king of New York.
Talk to me.
Berlanga.
Hey, Bang, but tell me though, I gave you a thorough breakdown. What you think?
I think Shushu was him, bro. Like I like, bro. Listen, bro. He's a showman. After that fight, he also called out. He's stupid. Hey, now look. He also called out Espinoza. He called out Fulton. He called out Oshaki. He called out all the names. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
In his heart of hearts, I guess if he ready in his heart of hearts, line it up, bro. It's about that time. Now, Clip said something last night that made a lot of sense too. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of goes back to what you were saying about the knockouts or whatever.
Mm.
Clip said maybe he need to go ahead and move up to 30.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that way we might see his full potential. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as like right now, Shushu can fight, bro. I
Yeah.
think he can hang with the best of them. Do he beat everybody? I don't know, but that's why we have the fights and that's why we watch them. You
Right.
feel me? But
Right.
skill set, bro. Shushu was a hell of a boxer, bro. Um, and I started to notice last night he was catching that African with some hot shit, bro. damn near burnt him. But the African was tough, and maybe Shushu don't got all that power at 26, but he got the skills, bro. Sometimes you don't need all that power to outclass somebody. You don't need a lot of power to outclass somebody. You
Yeah.
feel me? I think Shushu outclassed that boy last night. He was getting caught with some shit, but that's because the African was game. You feel me? This
Right.
boxing, you gonna get punched, but he won like at least 10 out of the 12 rounds.
Right.
No less than 9. You
Right.
feel me? Um, and even the rounds that he might have lost in, he wasn't never rocked. He got, you know what I'm saying? He showed he had a chin. I think they had the same amount of knockouts. They both had 9 knockouts.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah, man. Nah, I like Shushu, bro. He calm. He don't panic. He don't get excited. You feel me? And then he gonna sell his next fight in the ring during the post fight the in the ring interview. So
Right.
so I like Shushu, bro. I'm rocking with Shushu.
And I wanna add this. Another reason Shushu is doing the talking that he's doing, Shushu's not a spring chicken. Shushu is every bit of 27 years old.
Right,
So he understands he got to get the ball rolling because Top Rank, if you pay attention to Top Rank, they always got the latest and greatest coming on the way. They
right,
got them coming. You know what I mean? They big on growing them up. You feel me?
right, right,
So he got to make a mark before, the shifts start to change because it's a kid over there named Abdullah Mason and they
right,
love you. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So
Yeah. And he more of a showman than Abdullah, but it's just the talk around Abdullah is how he getting rid of everybody. You know
he
what I'm
performed.
saying?
He like James Brown on stage. You hear me? And motherfucker get the job done. You hear me?
Hey man,
Yes,
this is
sir.
true. This is true. So yeah, I think Shushu, even though he don't got all the power in the world, he still got good output. He still take advantage of his openings. Not too many missed opportunities. That's important. You feel
Yeah.
me? Uh, uh, he's sneaky on the inside. That boy pulled. He threw a punch last night. I think like in the fourth or the fifth round that I never seen nobody throw before. It
Mm-hmm.
was some shit where he came over the top and then straightened it up and then man, it was like 3 punches in one, bro. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, God. So he creative. You feel me? Sneaky. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I don't know, bro. I like Shushu, bro. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, bro.
Hey, listen, I feel the same way. I like Shushu Carrington. I wish him the best. He just need that performance. He need that breakout performance. He need that opponent. He need that opponent that's gonna stamp his name, to be honest.
Right. And I think as far as his showings, I think he had a couple of them good ass performances, but it's just the name. He need the name with that type of performance. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, man.